No animals, tools, fixtures, people, or spill kits were harmed in the making of this film.
Job. Hi, I'm the 6X Godmother, and I can help. Okay. Where do I start, I guess? There's stuff everywhere. Like, why do I even have a hacksaw? Well, the first thing you want to do is make sure this is a safe workspace. Do you have all the PPE you need? I have my safety glasses, my steel-toe boots, and my gloves on, and my safety vest, so yes. And I don't have any dangly clothing on. Good. That's a very good first step. Well, the next thing I want to do is make this work area safe. This is not very safe, I'd say. So let's clean it up. All of these items on the floor are a tripping hazard and do not adhere to our safety guidelines. And while you're doing a safety walkthrough, take a look at some of your tools. For example, this hammer, the head's very mushroomed. You don't want to use this. We need to get rid of this.
There's so much stuff in here. At least there's no more trash, but I still can't find the stuff I need because nothing seems to be labeled. It's so frustrating.
Oh, hello again. Hi there. Looks to me like it's time for the next S, and that's sort. When in doubt, sort it out. Tell you what, pull up your standard work instructions and let's find out exactly what tools and what materials you need from the BOM in the SWI. Okay.
All right, I got the number I need for the BOM, and I have the parts list I need for my assembly.
Perfect. Let's sort out all the items we don't need and only keep here what we do need.
Okay. Well, this does look better. I guess when in doubt, you should sort it out.
Absolutely. But let's not stop there. The next thing we want to do is set in order. And all that means is a place for everything and everything in its place.
All right, I guess.
Let's work with the team and find out where the best place is to store the tools and the parts that we need. Any tools we don't need, we're going to give to the quality tech so they can put them in the right area. Any materials we need, let's let the material specialist know so they can put them in the proper area. Somebody's probably looking for those tools and looking for those parts.
Probably.
So let's set in order.
Okay. Wow, that is a lot better. Everything actually has its place, and I can figure out where I need to find my stuff without having to run back and forth everywhere.
Another thing we should do is let's label everything so it's really, really easy to find.
Okay, kind of like how these are going to be labeled.
Exactly. Materials did a fantastic job labeling those containers. You know exactly what's in them. Let's label our tools too.
Okay.
Oh my, yes. Excellent! What do you think?
I think it's better. The labels help everything look like it's in its place. I can find everything now. So, everything has space.
Well, I think it's time for the next S.
Okay, what might that be?
Shine. You want to keep it clean in between.
Cleaning? Nah, that's not my job.
6S is everybody's job. You want to keep your order, keep everything clean. Throw away your trash. Are you eating that apple?
This isn't my apple, this is Joe's.
Well, Joe should have thrown away his apple. But let's help Joe out by helping shine.
Fair enough. I guess so. I thought my job was supposed to be machining, though.
Well, 6S is everyone's job. Go ahead and clean up your area, and I'll be around to help.
Okay. Whatever you say, Fairy 6S Godmother.
This is looking much better.
Yeah, now that there's not trash on the ground, I don't have to climb over stuff at the end of my shift.
Yes. At the end of your shift, take 15 minutes every day and just clean up your area. Check your tools, see if there's anything damaged. Make sure your area doesn't have any trash, any garbage, any debris. Just throw it away. Remember, keep it clean in between.
Yeah, this looks good. Keep it clean in between. I wonder what the other next S is.
I am so glad you asked. The next S is standardize. Do it the same way every day. Here are some examples of standardization here at JLG and Jerdan. If you notice, this square here has all green corners. That means it's a one-person lift. Whatever's in this container is less than 35 pounds. If you see yellow corners and green corners, that's a two-person lift. Get someone to help you. Finally, red and green corners means you have to use a hoist. Don't use a hoist if you are not certified to use the hoist. Get somebody to help you. Notice here we have orange. Orange means fixtures. Anywhere you see orange in any facilities, that means something goes there.
Okay, that makes sense. Put everything back in the same place, same day, every day.
So any facility you go to, these colors mean the same thing in all facilities. Your supervisor can get you a copy of the 6S standards.
There seems to be a lot of steps in 6S.
Only 6. Outstanding!
Whoa!
Here is an excellent example of standardization at JLG and Jerdan. This materials rack has nothing over 5 feet. Nothing under 15 inches. There's no cardboard, no trash, and nothing underneath the rack. Nothing on the top shelf weighs more than 15 pounds. Nothing on the bottom weighs more than 29. This helps improve our safety and makes it easier on our team members to be able to reach everything they need without any sprains or strains. Good job, materials, and excellent work on 6S.
Man, it's great. I can just find stuff. Everything's organized. Hang on, I think there should be one more S. I wonder what it is.
I am so glad you asked. You've done it. You've reached the final S in 6S. Everything is safe. Everything is sorted. You only have what you need. Everything is set in order. Everything has a place and everything's in its place. Shine, a clean, safe work area. Standardize, following the 5 and 6S standards. Discipline squares, everything's where it should be. Now is the last part. Some think it's the easiest, some think it's the hardest. It's sustain. You gotta maintain the gains.
Sustain the gain. All right, so that makes sense. I know we worked super hard to get all of the other 6S done, but I definitely don't want to have to keep doing it over and over again. So how can I make sure that I don't have to? How can I make sure it sustains?
Using a 6S checklist.
Oh, like this one right here.
Just like that one right there.
Crazy.
Your supervisor can get you a copy. Any of your IEMEs or your quality techs will have copies of these. It's just a checklist that you go through with the team, through the area. Just make sure everybody's keeping up with it. Once you go through all the work to do 6S, you want to keep up with it. It's easy to keep up. Just remember, maintain the gains. Excellent job. I'm really proud of you. You can see anybody can do 6S. Remember, there are 6 S's in 6S. First, safety. Safety first, always. Next, you want to sort. When in doubt, sort it out. Get rid of anything in your area that you don't need and that you don't use. Next, set in order. A place for everything and everything in its place. Next, shine. Keep it clean in between. Clean up the area 15 minutes before the end of your shift every day. Next is standardize. Do it the same way every day. Get a copy of the 6X standards from your supervisor and make sure you follow them. And finally, sustain. Maintain those gains. Go through your area regularly. Check it out. Make sure everything's done right. And keep up all the good work that you and the team have done together. Remember, you too can be a 6S godmother. Good job. Remember, anybody can do 6S. It's a workplace organization tool that helps improve safety and the quality of your work.